Stay alert, baby, it's a crime. Lesson learned, when you're on my mind, it's a curse.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Haley K. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day inspired look. Obviously, it's a bold lip. Next week I will be doing another Valentine's Day look, more of a smoky eye, but today you get this. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first off, I'm going to be using the MAC Painterly primer for my eyelids. And I'm just going to use my finger. And I'm just going to apply it wherever my eyelids are a little bit more variegated. I've already done my foundation and my eyebrows. You can go to the videos linked below. I have an Everyday Glam video that I did my face in, and then I have my brow tutorial, and I will link both of those below. Okay, so for eyeshadows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, this one right here, and we are going to be using Love as my transition color, and I think I'm going to use either this one or this one. We're gonna see, and then of course one of these pretty shimmers, probably Wild Child, just because it's a really pretty shimmery pink, as you can see. Very beautiful. So I'm going to be starting out with the MAC 217 brush from MAC. It's just a nice fluffy blending brush that I'm going to use for that lighter color to blow out around the eye. And I'm going to be dipping it in the Love color. Tap off, and then just apply it, crease up. Just kind of blown out. I want this to be more of a romantic look, not so dramatic. Little circular motions, and whatever's left, just kind of blowing it out a little bit. For underneath the eye, I'm going to be using the MAC 239 brush right here, and I'm just going to be using the tip of it in that same color, Love, and just kind of wrapping the eye. I'm going to be doing this closer to the eye because I'm not going to do too much dark to on the lash line, so no need to blow it out too far. I think we're going to use the Passion, that burgundy color, and I'm just going to very lightly apply it in the crease. Once again, I want this to be a light look, but you need some kind of definition in the crease. So I'm going to use the MAC, actually I'm sorry, this is the Morphe 514, the M514. It's very comparable to the MAC 221. So I'm going to just very lightly tap a tiny bit on that brush. And then I'm going to go right in here and just very lightly start defining that crease a little bit. Building as I go. When you go in with a brush that's fully loaded with eyeshadow, I very lightly apply it, kind of like a feather stroke, and then as the product starts to blend out, apply more pressure. Because I don't want a big blob of a dark color. Okay, so I think I'm going to do kind of a slight cut crease right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that Painterly, the MAC Painterly again, this one right here, and the MAC 242, just a flat eyeshadow brush. This is synthetic, so it's just easier to apply. And I'm going to go right in here and kind of do like a half moon. And I'm not using much product because I don't want it to be like a really harsh cut crease. I'm just getting rid of that dark color right there, just to make the lid a little bit more defined. tapping that product on just to control it, so I'm not just going and wiping. That can, obviously it'll skip, but also you can get too much product, so I'm just very lightly dabbing. All right, so I'm gonna take that Wild Child. I think I'm gonna mix them. I think I'm gonna do Wild Child and then Dreamer, just to kind of lighten up the Wild Child, because I want it to be pink, but I don't want it to be too pink. So I'm gonna use that MAC 239 again, that flat, fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna dab in both of them. And I'm going to apply by tapping right on that lid. So dabbing, tapping, and applying. Okay, so for liner, I'm going to do a winged liner for this look. So I'm going to use the MAC brushstroke liner, this one right here. Comes like that. And I like this one because it is a thin brush. It's not like the typical eyeliner pens that are felt tip that throughout time they kind of get fuzzy, and you just can't get that really sharp wing. And also you have to constantly push the base of those to feed the product. This, because it's a brush, it's constantly fed, so you never have skipping or anything like that. So what you're going to do is, if you have no idea where to start your wing, you're going to follow your lower lash line. So mine, this would basically be my angle right there, going up like that. And I like to do both of the lower lines first to make sure they're even, and then go in and make the wing. So let's start with the right eye. So I'm going to come in here and maybe pull up my mirror so I can see and you can see. Okay, so I'm going to take it and I'm going to flick it. Like that. Just to start building that up. And now I'm going to, it's hard with lashes, lash extensions. I'm going to pull these down a little bit. All that fallout will brush off. So you're going to take it. Oh, this one's empty. Okay, so I had to go grab a new brush stroke liner. So we basically kind of have our blueprint of how we're going to do our wing. So I'm just going to follow that line that we already did and then fill it in, pulling my lash extensions down so you can see, and I can see. So basically I just take it and I just run it very lightly right on the lash line. And then I will connect it. I have more hooded eyes, so I can't do a really thick liner right here because I'll lose all my eyeshadow. If I look up at you, you'll just see liner. So I do it pretty thin, and then I do the thick, and it kind of gives you more of that cat eye also. And do the other side. I'm just going to brush out my lash extensions and get all that fallout out of them. I am due for a lash fill, so I would have much more bold lashes. I would like to have more bold lashes for this look, but considering the day I filmed this, it just wasn't happening. So you can obviously add false lashes to this look. So what I'm going to do on the bottom lashes is I'm actually going to take that Painterly paint pot again, and this is a little trick I do to make my eyes look brighter without using a pencil. For me, pencils kind of just wash out of my waterline, so the painterly actually does stay, and I'm just going to use my finger. So I'm just going to go right in here, look up, and then just kind of tap. And it just kind of brightens up the eye, kind of gets rid of that pinky undertone. Very slightly. Like that. In order to give my eyes a little bit more depth on the bottom without adding more eyeshadow, I'm taking my brush stroke liner and I'm applying little tiny dots right on the lash line. So when I put my mascara on, it's going to look like I have fuller lashes than I actually do. So I'm just taking it and I am just dotting it. Dot and kind of just wiggle it a little bit. And I'm doing it just right on the outer corners to pull my eyes out and make them look just bigger. And I'm just going to use my Smashbox Superfan mascara on my lower lashes. Alright, so eyes are done. I'm going to do a little bit of inner corner highlight, just using that MAC 239 again. And I'm going to do a little bit of that Wild Child in Dreamer, the same color we did on the lid, and just pop it right in that inner corner for a little bit more glow. And a tiny bit. I never do brow highlights, but why not? It's Valentine's Day. Whew. That is shiny. Maybe a little too shiny, but whatever. We're going with it. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of blush. Obviously, I have my foundation done already and my contour. So I'm going to add a little bit of Tarte, I almost said Seduce. This is the Party. This one. I love this one. This was in one of Sephora's birthday gifts, and I finally found it in the large pan size. So I'm just going to use this with a MAC 129. And I'm just going to apply it right on my cheek, just to bring a little bit of pink to the face. I don't want to do too much, but still want to tie it in. Okay. And now we're going to do highlight. So I'm going to use the Becca Cosmetics, the Rose Quartz highlighter. This one right here, you can see how it just has a really nice little pink shimmer to it. And I'm using my Morphe 510 brush, just a little bit, or a lot. And just throwing it right on top of that cheekbone. Same on the other side. And I think I'll throw a little bit down the bridge of my nose. I'm just going to beat off this little brush. Right there. Right there. Alright, and I have a little bit of Carmex on my lips already. So they've been moisturizing this whole time. So for lips, I'm going to use the MAC Beat lip liner. This one right here. It's like kind of like a ruby red. You can tell I've used this before. So I'm just going to line my lips. And then I'm going to use the MAC Metallic Lip Color in Retrograde. This one right here, you can see how it has almost a ruby slipper effect. It's so beautiful. So I'm just going to apply that all over. And obviously you can use a red lip liner. I'm going to be honest, I just couldn't find mine. Anything works because this is it's opaque, so you're not going to see it. I think I'm going to do a little bit of pink on the inner part. I'm just going to use the same liquid lip color from MAC, the Metallic Buzzed Out. It's just like a hot fuchsia pink. And I'm actually just going to use a little bit right here and a little bit right there. And then use my finger just to dab it out. And you can obviously use just a regular matte, you know, red lipstick. I just thought it'd be fun to try something a little different today. I think this is the final look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. I hope you got some ideas what to do for Valentine's Day. If you're a bold lip girl, this is the look for you. I will be doing a more dramatic look next week for all the smoky eye babes out there. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later. Bye!
Stay alert, baby, it's a crime. Lesson learned when you're on my